Go on, soak it up, marinating it a little bit. Go ahead on. You got picked up by the Manny. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. This is My Twisted Life with Poetry. I am Poetry. You have just stopped in for a This Is Us recap review, season 2, episode 2, A Manny Splendored Thing. Y'all know this is one of my favorite shows on TV, but I am proud to say to myself that this is the first episode I did not cry on. Got a little mushy at times, but I didn't get the boohoo tears this time. I feel proud about that. Okay, but so let's start off. Becca and Jack. Remember last episode, she told Jack to come on back home. So Becca and Jack are pulling up in front of the house. And they looking in the house, and he looks scared and nervous because, you know, he was like, I didn't want to go back into this house until I had fixed myself. And she like, hey, you did it before. Don't worry about it. You're going to be able to kick the boots. You could do it. And Jack is like, you know, it's not going to be that easy. She say, I mean, you did do it before, right? And I'm saying, please say yes, Jack, that you did it before. And she like, you quit? Did you really stop? He like, yeah, I did. I stopped. But he said, you know what? I've only fell off the wagon just a few months ago. But Becca's like, whatever you did the first time, just do that again. That's all you gotta do. So then they flash back a little further to Jack. He at work, being overloaded with work. I mean, they are tossing paperwork on his desk, and he looking stressed the heck out. He got his little coffee cup up there, and he filling up there with his little liquid juice, and hey, I'm like, okay, here we go. Afterwards, he goes into the jewelry store to buy Becca a necklace. Or he buys some jewelry, is what he wanted to buy. And the dude's like, let's get her diamonds. She's like, no, you know, she's a special kind of girl. She don't need no simple diamond. Y'all know that was a guilt purchase, right? He was feeling guilty about the fact that he is jacked up. He'd been drinking all doggone day. So that was a guilt purchase. But when he comes home, he walks in the door, and she was like, hey, this drinking, it's got to stop. It has got to stop. Then they flash through a couple scenes where she's telling him the same thing, and he promises he gonna stop, he gonna get better. And then he gives her it goes back, and he gives her the necklace that he bought from the store, and she's like so happy. And for that particular moment, everything is right in the world. Then he get a phone call from work, and he's reminded of the chaotic life that he is in. While he get the phone call from work, the kids in the background screaming at each other, give me my stuff, give me back, stop it, pull it here. You know, they doing things the kids would normally do. Everything just became chaotic to him again. It's like he can't cope, he can't deal. So the kids, though, they are prepping for a talent show. Look, Kevin Kev's gonna be Mr. T, going to impersonate Mr. T. Pity the fool. Yeah, he's gonna be. And Randall's gonna dance with him with his yo-yo tricks. And Kate, she's gonna sing Lean on Me. Lean on me when you're not strong. That's what okay. Anyway, so present day Kev is looking at his abs in the mirror. He's like, Sophie is like, look, you only been eating 6 ounces of food for the past week. You're gonna be all right. Trust me, your abs look good. Well, evidently, they have invited him back to be on the Manny, on a special episode. And I'm like, wait a minute, Manny, the show that he flipped out on set, cussed the audience out, that's what they invited him back for, that show? I'm like, didn't Morris Chestnut get that job? So yeah, he going back to do a special episode, and the whole family is flying in for this. And he freaking out. That's pretty much what's going on. Randall, Beth, and the kids, they loading up to travel across country to go see the taping of the show. And Beth is like, why? Lord, why? You know doggone well that show ain't funny. Your brother ain't funny either. And Beth says, you know we got to tell the girls about the adoption, right? But she looked, and she like, Randall ain't did the paperwork yet. He was like, well, you know, it's due by this afternoon. I'll get it done while we on the plane. I'm like, why is he procrastinating this time? He the one that wanted to adopt. And now that they have come to like agreement on adoption, now he hesitating. Like, did it just have to be his way? He had to have the infant baby, and he don't, now the Beth like, okay, I'm in, but let's get an older kid. He got problems about that, and he just don't like it. Is that what's going on? Well, anyway, Kate is freaking out because Becca and Miguel are coming to her house. That's where they're gonna stay at. And she's like, my mama nitpick at every little thing, and she gonna find something wrong. She's like, she gonna talk about my weight, and like Toby up there making pigs in the blanket. Like, why would you be making pigs in the blanket? That's all she gonna think is we sit here all day stuffing our face with this greasy, unhealthy food. And he like, Miguel like pigs in the blanket. Y'all sleeping on Miguel. He is cool as a mug. But she is just that sad that her mom is going to be judging her on it and everything. So back in the day, Jack and his colleague, they leaving out of the office. They just got reamed by their boss. That was Miguel, because I think Miguel was his boss. He was in there reaming him, right? And he like, I need a drink. I need a freaking drink. His colleague like, hey, liquid lunch, let's do this, you know. But instead, Jack decides to stop by and see Kate at school. I keep forgetting that back in the day, your parents could just roll up and just talk to you on the playground. Nobody said nothing. Nowadays, they got it fenced in, got barbed wire around it. You better not come in there and breathe at a child, or you're going to have the authorities down on your head. Back on the set, Miguel, he's trying to get them all situated and telling them, okay, this is, know how to set it set up. He got them a front row seats, and Tess is like, well, we got them front rows. And he's like, of course, everything for my favorite girls. And you too, Beth. Their relationship, Beth and Kevin's relationship, is so funny to me. But then when he gets backstage, the stagehand hands him some editing changes to the script. I'm like, uh-oh, what's about to happen? What's about to happen? So younger Kate, she's in the car with her dad, or while they're sitting at the school. She's channel surfing on the radio, and she tells Jack, no, she love to sing, but mama make it hard on me sometimes. I'm just like, she makes it seem like it's a job. And he like, you know, I understand. She said, well, how does work, daddy? You know, he like, sometimes my boss make it like it's a job. He's like, I understand. But Kate looks at his face, and she sees the sadness in her daddy's face, and she cups his face. And the tears that well up in his eyes almost got me this time. He almost got me. But he needed that reassurance that everything's gonna be okay. And that's what she said. Everything is gonna be okay, daddy. Back at the Manning, Beth realizes Randall has yet to fill out the doggone adoption paperwork. He didn't do it on the plane. He still ain't did it yet. And he was supposed to do it on the flight. So Annie say, look, Ma, you need to calm down. You need to drink. You know, you'll feel all the better with your wine. She's like, girl, don't be telling everybody that about my wine. Don't put that out there in the business. And Randall wants to leave out and take a breather. I was like, what is going on? Have they switched roles in this adoption process? Now he need a breather? I will be shocked if they actually get that kid. I will be shocked. But Beth follows him out, and she's like, okay, what gives? Like, what gives? She said, okay, I get it. You don't want to put on the paperwork that your dad was an alcoholic, that your biological father was on drugs. I understand it. I get that. And Randall was like, no, it's not them. It's like question 15. Question 15 is about the kid. Like, what they saying this potential kid could be dealing with. He could be a crack baby. They could be all kind of stuff that's gone bad. And Beth was like, I am sure that we can handle it. He said, and he's like, I don't think I can, though. I don't think we can handle it. What if we get a kid with a drug addiction? What if we get that's been sexually abused? We're not equipped to handle that. This is not a baby that we're dealing with. So Randall was telling her, look, this is too much. We in over our heads. And she's like, hold up. You cannot be serious. You cannot be serious. Really, Randall? Now you're putting Randall in. I love when she said he Randalling. You put me through this for all this time. For almost doggone year. You've been to put me through this. Not acknowledging the fact that she didn't want to adopt a kid at all. That's what Randall's been doing. He is not acknowledging the fact that. And then now that she's convinced herself to, okay, let's go ahead and adopt. Now he tripping. I'm like, you can't see why she upset. During the taping of the show, or right before the show starts taping, Kate gets called. She needs to fill in for somebody. So this she get her first scene again. I was like, go ahead, okay, all right. She's like, I gotta go right now. It's tonight. Like, and this is not looking good. Like, Beth and Randall are gone out. Now Kate gonna leave too. I'm like, Kevin is gonna be so hurt that nobody was there for his show. So, okay, back in the day, Jack is struggling at work not to take a drink. He had a bottle of liquor stashed in his bottom drawer. He went ahead and threw it away, but you know, he is fighting demons here. So he makes it through the work day and takes himself to a gym. Then he gonna throw himself a few rounds in the bag. And the guy's like, hey, do you want to train here? Because, you know, nah. And he's like, nah, I don't think I can do that. But I don't know, for some reason I feel like he should. It's probably a good outlet for him if he did train. Anyway, Kevin's running through the scene on the Manny, and I'm like, Beth, this show is not funny at all. But Kevin's more concerned with the changes at the end. He's like, they are trying to humiliate me, you know. Sophie talks him into doing it anyway. She's like, Toby is trying to make small talk with Beckham about how his mom and his sister, they kind of clashed too. And I'm like, yeah, I don't think that's what you want to say or want to convey. But then he said, you know what? This is Kate's first performance, and there's no way I'm not going to be there. So I got to go. I can't miss it. So Becca decided, you know what? I'm going to. I was like, oh boy. Now you just said that your mama, and you just give an example of how much they clash. And I don't know if that's a good idea for Becca to go to. But then again, maybe she do need to show Kate some support, you know. So back in the day, Becca is trying to encourage Kate to feel good about the talent show, because Kate feeling a little nervous. So she made her a dress from the first dress that she ever wore when she performed for the first time. And Kate tries on the dress and she's feeling lovely. Okay, hey girl, hey. She runs to the bathroom to tell her mama, look mama, what? And she heard her mama singing. All of a sudden, Kate loses her determination, her will, or whatever. She don't feel good anymore. Like, her mama had just sat there and told her how she's the greatest singer. Kate is the greatest singer in that house. Believe that. And then she runs to the bathroom, and then she hears her mama just singing this song in the way that only Mandy Moore can do. And throughout the show, Kate has always compared herself to her mother, right? First it was the clothes, like my mama wore small, why I gotta wear large? So that's where her weight issue came in. And now she wants to sing, and Becca says, you the best singer in this house. And then I run up on the bathroom and you up here blowing it out the water. And I'm like, best singer, right? No, ma, that's a lie. You're lying to me again. So I don't know. Kate and Becca's relationship is just so strained. It's so strained. Well, anyway, outside of the studio, Randall and Beth are like getting into it. They got a heated argument going on about this adoption. He is so scared that they are going to get a child with problems. And Beth tells him, look, we didn't know what to expect when we had our first two, but look at them. They did all right. And he said, no, they was just great already. They was born great. I was like, most parents want to think that about their kids. He said, Tess was already teething at 2 weeks old, and Annie was doing something. I was like, he said, Annie was sleeping through the night. We up here lying to other parents talking about how we tired we are, and our babies was good babies, and they had their little tiring kids. And he said we didn't have to do anything. They were already great. And Beth says, you know what? You the one that wanted this doggone adoption. So stop randling out on me. He's like, you stop using my name. That's a negative thing. I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna be using that. Anytime my friends spans out too much, they overthink that we're like, stop rambling. It almost sounds like rambling, because most times that's what they're doing anyway. But rambling, yeah. And only my friends that watch This Is Us is gonna know what the heck I'm talking about. So Randall is like, you know what? We need a clean slate, baby. I'm sorry, baby. There is no such thing as a clean slate, baby. You could provide the best home environment for your child, and they still could develop mental or physical issues. You can give them everything, and they could still go out and rob a doggone bank. They could be in the most jacked up household and grow up to be doggone president. You don't know, just because they were born a clean slate, baby. They wasn't born with issues that they won't have them over time. You didn't know. You just don't know. You don't know that they're going to be born without flaws. There's no such thing as a clean slate baby. But Beth said, you know what? Let's go on table this right now. I'm tired. You done drugged me across the country to see this doggone show that ain't even funny. I ain't want to be here in the first place. I don't feel like arguing with you right now. Let's table this for later. Randall's like, I still want to press the topic. I still want to talk about this. We're going to talk about it right now. Beth's like, nope, not now. I love you, but I'm walking away. So Beth walks away. Back at the talent show, Kate has decided not to sing. And Becca tries to encourage her, but like, she's dead set against it. And at this stage, I don't see the ridicule that Kate feels from her mom. Yes, Becca is a bit aggressive and abrasive at times, usually when it comes to Jack. But at this point, I really don't see it that much with Kate. But, we still got a lot of the series left to develop. So it probably comes out. But correct me if I'm wrong, that Kate did not start having issues with her weight or her confidence until the little girls at the pool started teasing her and not being friends with her, or when she was having a birthday party. She had a party, and Kevin having his party and Randall having his party, and all her friends went in there to go hang out with Kevin because he was the most popular kid. That's when she started having issues. But the issues that she's having with her mom, I think really just come from a youthful understanding of life. And she created these feelings in her own mind. That's what I'm saying at this point. I could be wrong, but I'm sure we'll learn more about it as the series progresses. But now we're at Kate's gig, and she's on stage, raring to go. And in walks Toby and Becca, and her whole demeanor just slumped. She was like, "Really? That? Oh God!" And you could thoroughly see this. You could thoroughly see. All right, y'all, my daughter calls and kind of messed up the first video, so hopefully I'll pick up where I left off at. I was talking about Kate was on stage trying to rev up the crowd, and Toby and Becca walked in, and she was not happy about that. But I was wondering, like, do you think that Kate blames Becca for Jack's death? Is that where, like, most of her animosity is coming from? I mean, it could be like another added element to her tension with her mom, because you know that she completely loved her daddy. I mean, that's just like a random interjection. So, anywho, while we're listening to Kate sing a song that was so fitting of the moment, Landslide, Dixie Chicks Landslide. Actually, it's not Dixie Chicks. I think Stevie Nicks sung it first. But when I was growing up, I heard Dixie Chicks, and I like me some country. Yes, I am a diverse girl, a black girl that loves country. I do. I love me some Dixie Chicks. And that song, Landslide, yes. Well, anyway, while she's singing this song, the show is carrying on. Jack is at the gym, taking on his alcoholism, blow by blow. I mean, he is turned that punching bag up, baby. Like, So Becca at the time is recalling, listening to Kate sing as a youth, as she's listening to her sing like now. Younger Kev is at the talent show doing his Mr. T impersonation, like Pity the Fool. Nobody laughed but me and Sophie. And then we go back to the Manny, and they got Kevy Kev in a doggone diaper. Like, he's stupid. He lost the doggone baby. He can't find the baby. I had to put a pillow behind my back. Can't find the doggone baby. And so he needed to act like the baby in order to find him. So they had him in his doggone diaper. And I'm like, yes, they were trying to humiliate you, boo. You was right. They was trying to humiliate you. The whole audience, though, is busting out in laughter. And he's feeling so ashamed until he looks over at Sophie, and Sophie is the one that's laughing and smiling too. And then he remembers seeing her face and hearing her laughter when he did his Mr. T impersonation back in the day. And then everything was right in the world. He was able to press on with the show. Just keep on going, keep on going. Back at the gym, Jack is laying into that punching bag with everybody watching. But he's like, pow, pow, every sip of alcohol he ever took, pow, pow. You know, the alcoholism of his father. I mean, he is pounding it out of him into that bag. But unfortunately, he missed Kevin's part of the talent show. But he comes back to tell Becca, it's done. It's fixed. I fixed me. It's over with. I don't know if that was his defining moment. If he continued on with the gym, like I said, we'll probably find out later. But, you know. But after the taping, Kevin goes back into the trailer where Beth is. And she tells him they adopted, and Randall was getting on her doggone nerves. He got her randling. And Kevin's looking at her like, wait, you're opening up to me? Beth, to me? You're opening up to me? Well, you know. And he offers her a word of thought. He's like, you know, Randall is not the person to ever do anything unless he is 100% sure that he's not going to fail at it. And she's like, yeah, I know who that is. I know how that is. He goes on to tell her, look, there's only one time in life that my brother took a chance at something that he was not sure he was going to succeed at. Only one time, let me tell you. He was back in college, and there was this girl, she was a little dreadlock Rasta chick, way out of his league. And he stepped up and took that chance and asked her out. And I was like, oh my God, he talking about Beth. Why I get so mushy? I don't know. I mean, this show just warms my heart so much. Like, but Beth was like, yeah, he made me nervous as a tick on a hound, baby. He came to me and say, yeah, you don't know me. And then Kev said, yeah, but you will. You're about to. And she was like, wait a minute, whoa. Wait a minute, no. That was your line. That was your pickup line. He's like, yep, you got picked up by the Manny. She was like, oh, I can't take this. Lord have mercy. He said, yep. Go on, soak it up. Marinating it a little bit. Go ahead on. You got picked up by the man. Beth is like, I cannot take it. I cannot take it. Kevin was like, he was so terrified. You have been the only thing in life that he was not sure of. The only thing he went into, risking the fear of having to fail. And Beth in the convo by telling Kev, you know what? You know I think you're funny, right? He's like, yeah, I know. Because when he called you that night on the phone, he was laughing at all my jokes. She was like, oh my God, you was the one telling the jokes that he was telling me too. She said, I can't take this no more, please. No more, no more. I was like, that was so cute and touching. It was so cute and touching to me. So like, where is the love like this these days, y'all? Where is it at? I mean, it reminds me of one of my favorite scenes in the movie Eat, Pray, Love. When they're having the Thanksgiving dinner and they're giving thanks and they're going around the round table asking everybody what they're thankful for. And Giovanni says, I'm thankful for fear. And everybody's like, fear? He's like, yes, because now I finally have somebody that I'm afraid to lose. So I'm thankful. I was like, I'm such a girl in these moments. Oh my God, if I could ever get somebody to love me like that, baby. I'm just saying, I love people like that. Person I'm in love with now, I love like that for real. It's just not, you know, we ain't on no same even plane, you know. Yeah, whatever. Anyhow, if we was, then we would be together. But okay. So, yeah, I didn't know that I was like a hopeful romantic, huh? I'm like, I don't like the term hopeless romantic. I'm a hopeful romantic. Yeah. Y'all learn something new about me every video. But anyway, after the gig, Toby and Becca come up to Kate to tell her how great they thought she was. And the bandmate tells Kate, hey, you know, that was good. We're going to have to jam again. I got your number. So she's feeling kind of good about herself. And they want to congratulate her. And then Becca says, you know, you were phenomenal. And once you learn to work the crowd, you know, you're going to be great. Kate tells Toby, see, this is exactly why I didn't want her to come. I'm like, oh. I guess that was for me too. Because I had just said earlier that I didn't see their tension or understand what was really going on between them. But this moment made me see it more clearly. Because like, even earlier, when she was a child singing Lean On Me, Kate was like, she sung the song and her mama was like, oh, that was good. But if you just hold that last note for a little bit, you know, that's almost like telling somebody, you know, you cute for a fat girl, or you cute for a black girl, or you cute, but it just, but, you know, all them buts. This time she was like, you know, she was like, Kate was like, Becca was like, what you talking about? What are you talking about? Kate said, you know what? Let's just walk away from this. You know, let's leave out of here and be done. And I'm like, I understand that. Mama could have just said, job well done, and then been done with it. You didn't need to add on the extra but. Like, why couldn't you just say, good job, sweetheart, you know? And I guess that's the way it's always been in Kate's eyes. So it's almost like, yeah, I understand Kate now. I get it. And if you have, pause for a second. If you've never watched my recaps before, you would know, well, I'll tell you now. I record my notes as I'm watching this show. So sometimes I answer my own questions by the end of the video. So, you know, but chime in anyway. Chime in the comment sections anyway, whatever you're thinking. So Kate goes on to say, this is exactly why I didn't want you to come. Toby goes ahead and politely excuses himself out the impeding fire that's about to come. And Becca says, you know, you were impedingly beautiful. You were super fragilistic, espialidociously awesome. And Kate said, there you go again. This is what I'm talking about. And like I said, she tried to walk away from the convo, but Becca's like, no, what are you talking about? She said, this overcompensation. This is what you do. You can't just say I'm great. You got to say I'm exceedingly exceptional. You know what I'm saying? You just like you overdoing it. You almost as if you don't think good enough for me, so you try to overcompensate to try to make it seem better. And Becca's like, what the heck are you talking about? When do I make you feel this way? How have I ever made you feel this way? And Kate said, you do it just by existing. What? Wait, what? You just by existing? Like what? I had to go take me a bath, smoke break. I walked away from the camera. The TV, y'all. I swear good. I walked away. That was just too much for me. That was a gut punch. That was, ooh, like, dang. Well, Too much for me. Kate say, everything about you, from your perfect hair, your perfect teeth, you even have perfect pitch when you talk. It all annoys me. I was like, oh my God. She said, I know I'm everything that you're not. And Becca's like, what are you talking about? I never wanted you to be me. She said, you're right. You didn't want me to be you. What you wanted me to be was a you never became. Baby, come on now. Man, she's saying a mouthful right here, but I was not ready. I was not ready for this conversation. It's too much. It's too much right here. And you know, as parents, we sometimes try to live our unfulfilled dreams through our children. Some of these little football players, these little tykes, and they out here breaking their neck and breaking their back because their daddy didn't make it as a football player. Baby. Yeah. Kate, like, you know what? Maybe I did push you too hard. Maybe I did. Maybe I pushed you too hard. But you and your brother are my life. You were my little bug and you own the world. You're my life. And Kate is like, you know what? But this is the memory that you left me with right now. This is the memory that you left me with of my very first gig. And like I said, I understand Kate totally. But, no, I'm not going to say but. Yet, at the same time, Kate could have walked away. I guess it was just too much of a build-up. Like when her mother said, no, you were exceptionally beautiful, but when you learn how to work the crowd, you know, you'd be better or whatever. Kate could have just said, I was good, wasn't I? Yeah, and just kept it moving. You know, but she's not ready for that yet. She's not ready for that yet. I mean, like, because the moral of the story is, don't let nobody steal your joy, baby. Like, I mean, ain't that the sentiment? Don't let nobody steal your joy. I know it's a work in progress for me, myself, and I at times, but you know, that's the ultimate goal of most particular situations is don't let nobody else steal your joy. So Kate said, I'm gonna go sit in the car. She walks out, go get the car, and Becca comes up to Toby. It was like, am I wrong? Tell me where I'm wrong in this situation. What the heck am I doing? You know, Toby's like, hey, you know what? I'm trying to get you to like me. I am. I'm trying to be all up in your favor. And, you know, Kate may be a little sensitive to you, a little sensitive when it comes to you. He said, but don't do that. Do not do that. Don't put me in the middle of a situation. Don't have me bringing you someplace that she didn't want you to come to in the first doggone place. Don't ask me to pick sides, because when it gets down to it, I'm Team Kate for life. Forever, as he said. Forever. I'm like, go ahead on, Toby. Stand by your woman. Stand by your doggone woman. In the car, though, she places a hand on Kate's shoulder, and I'm thinking, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. But she did. She still said something. She was like, you know what? I think I like your boyfriend, Toby. Or your fiance, Toby. And Kate felt a little bit proud about that, you know. Next, Randall is walking down the street with Tess and Annie. And he's kind of giving them a little tour of the studio. And Beth walks up, and as Randall was about to start apologizing, Beth just leaps onto him, like literally hops on, legs around the waistline, leaps on him, and starts smothering him with affection. And the girls is like, oh my God, I'm not old enough to this. And she says, you know what, our girls came out good. We made them great. And then they make us great. And we great together. And we could do anything together. I'm like, I'm so mushy. I'm like, what? I love this. So, I cannot say that enough. I love their freaking relationship. But their communication is beautiful. It's not perfect, but they communicate. They get back to it. They always find a way to find common ground through their communication. I love that. I love that. Then Randall tells the girls, yeah, we got to tell you something. Now, he said earlier that once we tell the girls, it's set in stone. So it looks like they're going to adopt this baby. They're going to adopt this kid. It goes back to Jack. And he tells her that the last time, you know, he kicked the habit, he kept it to himself. But he can't do it this time. He can't do it this time. And she's like, yeah, you're right. So he goes in and talks to Kate. He says to Kate, you know what? I want to talk to all of you, but I'm going to talk to your brothers later. I'm talking to you right now. And Kate like, so the queen has granted you entry back into the castle? you know. And he like, look, you need to back up your mom a little bit. There's more to this than you know. And then he tells Kate about him being an alcoholic, his alcohol problems. And Jack's tears, they do something to me every time. And then Kate grabs his face again, and his tears is welling up, and I almost I held it back. They get me in the feels, though. They get me in the feels. And she's basically saying, Daddy, it's gonna be all right. Everything gonna be all right. The next thing we see is Becca and Jack. They pulling up to the AA meeting again. And Jack goes in, and I don't know why Becca didn't go in. I guess I don't know. Is family not allowed in AA meetings? I'm not certain. I don't know anybody here that has went through AA to kick their drinking habit. I don't know too many people that's kick their drinking habit, period, or their drug habits for real. But yeah, that was an awesome episode, which we still did not get the question everybody was asking last week was, where the fire come from? How did the house get burned down? What just happened? We didn't get that answer, but that's okay. We got a lot of season to go. This is Us, Season 2, Episode 2, A Manny Splendiferous Thing. Thank y'all for coming back to my channel and sharing this show with me. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the notification button so you can know when these videos come out. I appreciate you. Peace.